Okay, I thought so that give me a minute, let me put through those notes. Like before we start, let me tell you something about version one. So, like version one is basically from my end, and it mostly works in UK and in market. We have been working for around 4 to 5, like around the 4 years, and mostly we work in the domain of digital transformation, ERP implementation, and cloud computing. And, like we have been voted multiple times as a great place to work. Recently, also we last month we got that same award.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's what we do, and we are looking for that's like Oracle consultants who have worked on OIC, VBCS. They have actual experience on Fusion.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and data migration also. That's what okay. So you can just tell me what is your experience and on each technologies you have worked on, and what is your overall project experience in Oracle Fusion?
Yeah, sure. So thank you. 2019, I have placed in Cognizant Technology Solutions. So on that company, actually, I've been trained in SAP security and basis. So after the 3 months of training and assessment and interview, what I passed, after that I got assigned to a full support project. On that project, nothing was there. Actually, I was working on L1 team, so only ServiceNow incidents are there. I have to like assign the incident to the appropriate team. So after like 2 or 3 months, I got assigned to another project for SAP. That was like a full development project on which I was working as a security consultant. So on that project, I worked on SAP. SAP is also ERP software. So I have worked on SAP, and in SAP, I am having extensive knowledge on role designing and authorizations issue. And I have also worked on GRC, some of part of like some module of GRC like EAM, ARA. And after that, I was not like liking much SAP, so I plan to move myself to any cloud technology. So I got to know about Oracle Integration Cloud. So I started self learning. After that, I got a chance to work with an OIC project. On that project, my project was like support cum migration project. So on that project, my actually our client was using ICS on that time. So they plan to move their platform to OIC. So on that project,
Okay.
my work on that project is to like check each and every connection. So nothing has been breakdown due to platform change. And sometime I got some small enhancement of mapping and some like my work is to check the integration whether it is working or not, whether like if we are putting something in parameters, like it is working properly or not. That was my work.
Okay,
After
so like basically you were working on an integration which was already built, so you were just working on enhancements and support kind of
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
right?
support. But after that project completed, I have been assigned to another OIC project that was from scratch. So on that project, like my roles and
Yeah.
responsibility was to create integration. So on that project, I have used SOAP, REST, FTP, Oracle Device Adapter, Oracle ERP adapter, ERP Cloud adapter. And after that, like I have also worked on a BDI, and I have also done data conversion, and uh, I have also consumed BIP. There is a project requirement to consume BIP, and yes, and my project is now live, and I am having a total experience in IT sector is 3.4 years, in which relevant to OIC is 1.5 years, and currently I am serving notice period, and my last date of working is 22nd of August. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, so like 22nd August, I mean, it's 1 month.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so like you basically I want to know like what you have created in OIC. Like you told you have worked on MBDI.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I wonder which module you implemented that.
AR for AR
We have
in
multiple modules.
yeah, yeah, AR in US I have done MBDI.
So like, can you explain like what
Yeah,
is the use case for that?
actually, for creating FBDI, we are having a functional team from which we are getting the file. So after getting the file, we use FTP adapter to get the source data. Uh, like in the folder there is many files, so we do the listing. After the listing has done, we download the file using FTP adapter. After that, we actually file was big, so we use the segment, read file in segment to read the file. Once we read the file, then we create the BDI like property file and data file in a single. Sorry, light was. Should I turn on my light or it is okay?
No, yeah, I can see you.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. So after creating the file, we then we zip the file and we call the ERP adapter for bulk import. And our second, actually, when we are calling ERP adapter, so there is an option like callback option. So we take that callback option so that we can get the business event with all data loads and details. So if you want to download that, so we can download it using FTP adapter. So this was my actually like entirely I have done this integration by myself.
Okay, so in callback, can you tell me like which event you used to like receive the callback?
Which event? So
Like,
yeah,
so callback is a basically a trigger kind of
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
right? It will be triggered from ERP. So which event is used to trigger that integration from ERP?
Which event is
Like we have multiple business event in ERP, right? Suppose if you create a project, project change status event will be triggered.
yeah.
If you create supplier, then some other event will be triggered.
Yeah. That was import auto invoice was there for AR invoices.
Okay. So the so in the callback, are you submitting any Oracle standard job to get the
Yeah, ESS.
get the details about?
Yeah, we are submitting.
No,
Yeah.
not the ESS job.
Yeah.
Suppose whenever we do some import into SaaS, we need to check whether the records which were loading got succeed or it failed.
Yeah.
So there's a report from Oracle also, right?
Yes. Report.
For reconciliation. So can you tell me the report name? Which report was triggered?
Um, ma'am. Sorry, I'm not getting exactly report.
Okay, so like suppose you when you loaded that data, so in which table the data was moved?
Actually, there is two tables. Like first table is load interface file for load data for load interface load file for interface table. That table name is load file for interface. So that the work of that table is like when we actually we are doing this in database. So there is a replica of that table. So when we upload the data, when we push the data, it will go to that table first. After that, when we run the second job, like for AR invoice, we are running import and auto invoice, then it will push the data into the base table.
Yeah, so what is the base table name and interface table name for your auto invoice?
Yeah, actually, distribute all, and that there is AR something like I'm not exactly recalling the name. Like there is a AR distribute all is there. Last part
Is there any like, table for receipts?
Sorry.
For receipts, yeah, cash receipts on.
No, there are four tables. Usually there are four tables in which we are working only on two tables. Like there is distribute all and one is another table. I am not remembering right now.
Okay, so suppose if some loaded 100 records and suppose 70 got succeeded, 30 failed.
Yeah.
So how do you check the error message and record which got failed?
So like in this scenario, like if suppose my integration got failed, so we can use a notification.
No. Your integration is successful.
Yeah. And data get lost.
The import which you made, out of which 30 record got failed and 70 were succeeded. So you want to notify the user about the whole data, like 70 got succeeded and 30 got rejected. So how do you get the data?
Like it will like it is defined on the designing time of integration. Like
No, not from the read side. I want it from the server side. So how can we do that? I don't want you to create a validation from your end, create Oracle handle it. So it does that will happen.
so actually in this scenario when this thing is happen in my project, whenever this like some data was lost or something not working properly, my outputs are not correct. So usually we connect to like functional team. There is a functional team in our team. So
Yeah, that is fine.
yeah,
But okay, actually, I was asking about some projections table. But if
okay,
you're not aware, then it's okay.
okay,
So you told you have worked on web services outside, so then REST.
yeah.
So in REST, have you worked with ORDS?
Sorry, can you please come again? Actually,
ORDS.
ORDS.
ORDS. Yes, yeah. Okay, okay, no problem. So actually, I thought like you worked on a database as a REST service also. So okay, so can you tell me like what are the methods available in REST?
Methods, yeah. Get, put, post, patch, delete.
Okay, so what does put does?
Uh, like uh, put is like to update the data. Like suppose uh some suppose I am like there is data already, then we can use put to update the data.
Okay, and post.
And post will in post, I think I'm confusing a bit. Like suppose all the data is updated in one time, put and post. Yeah, and post is also doing the same thing, but um post
So
is,
can you tell me that
yeah,
post is to create a new data. Okay,
yeah, yeah. And put is to update the data, right?
then and what we patch do?
Patch will like yes, batch will do like patch will do like if I'm having our old data, it will replace the data, I think, as per.
So what's the difference between put and patch? If both are updating and replacing.
Like put will suppose is if all data is there, then put will like add the data, update the data, and patch will, sorry, put will replace the data, and it will be a new it is a new, then it will become a new type of data, and patch will like add the
Can
data.
you give an example? Can you give example so that it will be clear how this will be this scenario you can like will be executed in a server.
um Put and patch. I have generally used post and git, so put and patch. Like if you
Okay,
want,
so I give you a situation.
yeah,
Suppose you want to create a project. Suppose you want to create a customer.
yeah,
Let's go with customer.
yeah,
Customer will have multiple attributes like customer name,
test,
customer account,
yeah,
bill to site,
yeah.
ship to site. So yeah, you have those attributes. So just tell me how put and patch will be working. Will work for this resource.
Like if you want to uh update the data, like if you want to add a new customer, then we will go with put. Okay, if we have to like,
So if you want to add a new customer, you will go with post.
yeah,
Every time.
put. Sorry, I'm not getting.
Okay. Okay, no problem. So have you worked on VIP?
I haven't worked on VID. I've only consumed VIP. Like there is a scenario in our project in which we have to fetch the data from ERP. So what I have done in my project, like for VIP, we have used the external report WSS service visitor.
Correct. Yeah, that's how we do. So, so my question is basically,
Yeah.
so are you aware about service limit of adapters?
Service limit of adapters, like which adapt?
Makes after 10 MB you can't. Suppose if you're trying to load a file of
Yeah. Soap and Rest supports 10 MB, and if you are,
okay, so suppose yeah, you know that thing, correct? So if you're trying to clone a report and it has a lot of data, suppose more than 10 MB. So if you're in the SML chain, right? If you're trying to read the data, so how do you handle that situation?
I'll go with FTP adapter.
No, you don't have to use FTP. I don't want to store the data in FTP. I want to read it in OIC object storage and that with there only. I don't want to store it in database also. I don't want to store it in FTP also. Let it be handled at OIC level only.
So we also cannot we don't want to go with MPDA option, right?
No, there is no part of FBDA. This is just a different scenario. You are calling a report. You have to read that data and do something later. That is another thing. But the size of the report is more than 10 MB. So how will you handle this situation in OIC?
More than 10 MB I haven't processed yet, but like if
Okay.
but like in like after 50
So in what format you will get the data from OKFE?
I'll get the data in encoded base 64 encoded format.
Then how do you read that format? Because that won't be readable format.
Yeah, then we will decode the data using opaque schema, and we will write the
So what basically this opaque schema does?
actually
Because opaque schema you can download it from anywhere. Just
yeah
put in Google Open. You can download the XSD file. So what basically does it does?
it give us that it give us data in a binary format opaque schema. Yes.
Okay, so suppose if my BIP so I'll tell you, like in BIP report we can define output for the report, right?
Yeah.
Like how you want to get the output. You can
Yeah.
get in CSV, you can get the direct XML, you can
Yeah.
get DXT, anything. PPT, PDF also you can get.
Yes.
So suppose you are getting the data in XML format,
Yeah.
and then there is REST service where you want to pass the data in a JSON format. How will you do the mapping there?
So we will define a schema for that.
Which one?
Like if if I want output in like if I'm using a REST adapter, so we will define the we will define in post. We'll use that post method, and in the output we will like there is an option to output.
No. You got confused. I'll tell you again.
Okay.
So from BIP you are getting the data in XML format. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you have to you have to pass that data to a REST service. Okay.
Okay.
But REST will accept the data in JSON format. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you pay the orchestrate this situation?
Oh.
Because you told like you when you use opaque schema, right?
Yeah.
So that will convert it into XML. How will you convert XML to JSON then?
Yeah. Opaque schema will convert it to XML. Then I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. So you have worked on a PL sequence.
Yeah, SQL. I have worked on SQL. Like some of SQL, not that much. Like select, update.
Okay, select and update. Those you will learn in college also, right?
Yeah, like
If you're on for 3 years, then you must be knowing some advanced
yeah.
SQL also.
Yeah, but actually, what happened? Like I told you, like I was in SAP and I was doing very like support like kind of thing, like resetting password and all. So after many like what have how struggled I have for like this for like I have to change from SAP to this. Yeah, like there are no SQL.
So how much time you work in SAP?
I have worked 1.8 once in SAP, including my training.
And in season, like what into relevant experience?
In like OIC, my relevant experience is 1.5 years, in which for 6 months I have worked on that support project in which we are getting service now tickets. Like sometimes, could you please check this integration and all? And sometimes what happened, like, so some different developers are working on that integration, and if they are in leave, so we have to unlock the integration. And
So have you created any TP package from your PSQL package?
no, I haven't created PL thing.
So Ari, and are you aware about the functional cycles which we have in season like into pay, O2C, the cycles?
Yeah, I'm aware of like not that much actually. We are not into fusion. We are only for like OIC, but I don't.
Technical side, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
in fusion side, we are having another team. They are passing all the things, all the documents, and and some like so for some time I have also worked on OCI like some time.
Okay. Okay, give you simple features. You told like you have to have some basic knowledge on SQL. So, okay, just tell me like, have you used group by clause anywhere?
Group by, yeah. Actually, what uh, in one integration, this scenario is was come like happened like actually in integration we don't have in OIC we don't have option of like group by. Okay,
Okay.
so we have we have done group by, yeah, but I'm not like recalling exactly like what happened. Like we go to XSLT, we go to code path, and we have there is a group by code, so we have only copied and pasted that.
Okay, no problem. So you have worked on voice integration. So can you tell me like how many integrations we have types of the integration?
Yeah, like app driven orchestration, schedule orchestration, basic routing, publish to IST, and subscribe to IC.
So with app driven,
Yeah,
suppose okay, before app driven, let's go to the connections.
yeah,
So in connection, we have two types, trigger and invoke, right?
yeah.
Can you explain how
Yeah,
that differs?
like trigger is something which will trigger to our integration. Like suppose um, app driven, actually we use app driven. App driven is a real time integration. It is considered as real time integration. So we usually go with triggered. Like some third party application will trigger our integration and it will run and complete. And invoke, like some like in invoke we will invoke another integration or another system or what. So we'll go with invoke type of integration in invoke.
So you're told that for trigger we use app driven, right?
Yeah,
Because any if you expose the endpoint, any application or anything can trigger that.
yeah.
Can can we trigger schedule integration also?
Yeah, we can trigger.
Say,
Yeah, we can.
huh?
Using REST adapter, we can we can trigger the integration.
No, no. I want to trigger a schedule integration. How can we do
Uh, Suppose I'll give you a simple example. Like if you want suppose I am having an app driven integration which is triggered by any third party, some different third party. So if I suppose we are manually testing the app driven integration. So through app driven integration, we can trigger that schedule integration using call using integration calling function. In the call option, we got integration to call. So where we can uh, pull the integration name. When we can mention the integration name package and we can trigger. This is the one way to do.
No, not that's not what I was asking. So have you heard about the action action in the request payload?
Action in the request period means.
Okay, okay, no problem. If you haven't done, no problem. So there is a concept of invoking a integration from a parent integration. We call that parent generation, right?
Yeah,
We can invoke another integration directly from the main integration.
yeah.
Have you done any hands on that?
Actually, we actually we are having this type of integration. I have only run this integration. I haven't done this type of integration. That was like that was only for callback. So we are doing they are doing some activity in which callback integration is different integration. So when we run that, automatically like the callback was triggered and it will we are receiving some logs and all. So we are down.
Okay, so suppose you are building an integration where the file you have to like when you read from FTP. So in that file you have 10 sources, okay, and so this is the same integration for creating supplier, but the supplier will have 10 different supplier, okay,
Okay.
and for each supplier we have to invoke different integration from the main integration, okay.
Okay.
So how will you do it?
Like I'm having
You are reading a file, and
Okay.
in that file you have 10 different suppliers,
okay.
and for each supplier from the main integration you have to trigger integration 1 to 10 are there for all different sources. So you have to trigger all the different integration based on the source name. So how this design will be built?
Sorry. right?
So have you used lookup?
Yeah, lookup. I've used lookup.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just giving a hint. Can you use lookup? So any idea how can you use lookup to create the situation?
Yeah, like a lookup. What I have used, like when we there is an option of lookup in our dashboard, so we can like I'm giving you not that example. I'm giving you. Can I give you another example of lookup, if you are okay?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Like suppose I'm using lookup. There is a lookup, like lookup option is there, so we can create there. Suppose uh, I am putting a country name, and we want to output as country code, so we can mention there the country name. Suppose in we are mentioning the full name India, and we want this as a code IND. So we will define that in that lookup, and after that we can use this in our integration.
Oh no, this is a simple thing, but the lookup it can be used for many complex situations also. Like I told you, like to if we have multiple indexes to a book based on source name, we can use lookup here also. How can we use any idea?
That's no.
Okay. Okay, then Nanik, we are also done with that thing. So I'll pass on your feedback to HR team. They'll let you know on the further steps.